This is a self-upload again because the decision which I've taken today, basically, here if you see the Delta Corp, I've exited this. I've made around 8,000 on this trade, and if I wouldn't have exited, I would have lost so much today. So I have to, I guess, re-enter this trade and take the position because it's still the positions are still yet open. And also I've made some decent profits in 180, but 160 is what I'm looking at. But let's see what's happening now in Delta Corp. So suddenly there's a huge movement. The price is also moving good. The same time, even the OI and other things are also in a decent position. So if we take a position right now, it would be good. And let's see if what does a purchase pattern look like. So in stocks, this is not a good thing where this they are just operators driving it, not actual stock moving with the price. So I won't buy this. At the same time, they're trying to infuse and get a lot of selling price here, so they can exit the thing. So I might enter right now and start selling the options because they're trying to maintain that 140 position straddles a lot. So it expires and then they turn it into a buy zone. So uh, most of them might have exited this position. So I'll try to enter it and see what's the benefit of entering this right now. So let's look this as a fresh position, not as an old position which I already had, but a fresh position. So IV is decent, not extremely good. And there were so usually when we see this IV, uh, this is one of an event. This doesn't happen on daily basis, so we have to be extremely careful here. The IV has reached around 100 and now it's at 60. The traditional IV since I'll see since January. So, or let's say November, there is never this IV has reached only in few instances, that too during expiry or some special events, not every time. But this IV is actually good, and the price was at 200 when in this was reached at 250 or something. Now it's at 200. Now it's at 140, and this IV is reached. So we can take a position with this IV, and it's in a good shape also. 100 IV is not what I'm expecting right now, and looking it as in a fresh perspective. So let's see also where the traders are making a decision. In Delta Corp, if you see the Delta Corp position in last 30 minutes, there was IV build-up at uh, this one where there were calls written, and at 145 they started writing puts. So this is the strike price which they're trying to target. That is 145 puts is what they have bought, and they are going to drag the market down. These are all ultimately my sentimental feelings, but they might also have written puts. But who is going to write puts at this moment? So they have bought the puts for a cheap price, and they're going to drag the price down crazily. So this is a position which I'm excited in because it's in the money, and who is going to write in the money puts right now? This is what is like suspense, which but the premiums I don't have the idea about premiums, but yeah, right now 120 is selling hot today. 120, 140 was also doing good puts, and it went in the money and puts were written here. So this is an exciting position. So 150 is one position, and one uh, 30 is one position. So I'm not optimistic about the trade if I take it at 150. So let's see what the present straddle looks like. So basically, since they're taking more of straddles, so let me also take a straddle position. If someone is taking a straddle position at this position, okay, this is puts, this is calls. this would be a straddle which they might be taking. I'm not 100% sure. So the position which I will be taking is basically 120 is a good thing here, but I'll take this if someone is optimistic on it. Someone's taking this trade and they want neutral trades, they are going to take it. But if you see the change of OA, there are no more calls being written here, and the calls are being written here. So this is a good point. And then it's from 120 zone. It's a good uh, pressure of, and it is a basically acting as a good support right now, and for this expiry at least it looks like that. And here the resistance is at 150 and going forward. But straddle moving the points which it has moved today, if we see the point move it has made today, so I have exited somewhere here and then it started moving. So that is where these movements like this, they are celebratable. And now if I take another position, whether that would be profit or would be making losses is unknown completely. So I will be taking a position, seeing these guys and keeping these guys in picture. So I'll be still bearish. I'm not going to go bullish on this. So, but this time I'll be taking 120 as a put rather than 140, and I'll be selling 160 itself. So this would be giving me a good coverage here. But if it's going 4%, I will be making 1000. But what my main intention is for the IV to drop. So if the IV drops again to 50, I'll be making a decent amount on this. I go two lots, okay, I'll be making good amount. So let's see the losses first. Okay, so this is the profit. So let's see the chart and go through the losses. If we make some losses in a correction, if market gaps up, right, how much it might gap up. So if it is going to gap up, it will go till 180, right? So 180 may, how much losses we are going to face at 180. So I'll close this 180. So if I have this position at 180, I'll be losing around 92,000. So not a good risk to reward ratio here. So if I change this position to 170, I'll be losing to, okay, huge even here. But now let's imagine a gap down. Where is the support? I think the next support is going to be 120 because this acted as a small support, not a good better support, but now this itself is acting as a good support. So this region might itself be a support. So I'm not going to say it's going to go down from here. So I'm not interested in this position from this perspective. So uh, even though it looks tempting for me right now, I might not enter this position. I am extremely tempted to enter, but no, I'm not going to enter this position. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you. Bye.